Hello and welcome back to our wonderful BannerKings playthrough. And, well, I have some quality oil. Yeah, I'm just going to offload this. I don't really care what I'm going to get for it. I'm just going to get 7,000. I'm just going to get all of that out of my inventory because we're going to start from, scratch here. And I'm just going to basically buy a little bit of food because I am going to need to sustain myself for a little bit of time. I don't really want to spend a huge amount of money, but unfortunately in Crusader, the food supply is not great. Let's just say that. It is pretty harsh. And yeah, we are also going to have to try and find a place that actually provides us with decent, shall we say, decent horse prices. Decent horse prices would be absolutely fantastic for us at the moment. Okay, so obviously I do have another caravan person, and I'm actually wondering whether we do want to do something with her. Unfortunately, I can't figure out how to actually get her to teach me anything in regards to her language or anything like that. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Maybe the education? Ah, there we go. Okay, there it is. Select a language you would like to learn. Learning a language requires an instructor from your court, and different people have different teaching skills. Okay, so Sulatha is the one in my party. Yeah. Right? Isn't she? Oh, no. See, now I've got to look. Okay, now I've got to look because now I'm thinking that she's not in our party. Oh man, they look so similar. Okay, it's Sulatha. Okay, it is Sulatha. Wonderful. So we are just going to do this. There we are, and then she's going to teach us. So our learning rate is currently 106%. I don't know if that's any good, but wait a minute. We know this, and we are incompetent in this. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm just familiarizing myself. Okay. I'm just familiarizing myself with what's currently going on here. And as we found out in the previous episode, books are extremely expensive, as I kind of anticipated. I mean, they're not going to be, 5,000 or whatever. No, they were 1 million. They were 1 million gold. So we are going to have a pretty harsh time getting that. And obviously this is our faith at the moment as well. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to even do with the whole faith thing. You can see here that I need to make an offering of 20 wine, as the faith prescribes. Not sure how that really works. I can only assume that's going to increase my piety or something like that. And yeah, as you can see, there's a huge, deep system regarding religion and faith here. And I wouldn't know the first thing what to do with it. So we're probably going to be ignoring that for a little bit of time until I have enough money and resources and so on for us to be able to take advantage of it in some way or another. Okay, so otherwise we should probably see what we can do about going down here, because we haven't actually gone down there yet. I would like to go into some actual battles, but again, the main reason why I'm not really doing anything in that regard is because we just can't, we can't catch up. We just can't catch up to any of these desert bandits. Look at this. This is usually the reason why, by the way. What I'll do most of the time is I will install a mod that actually allows the slowing down of enemy bandits after you have chased after them for a certain amount of time. But because this is BannerKings, I didn't really want to do that just in case it interfered in the running of it, because let's face it, I've had really bad situations in the past with BannerKings, and it's nothing to do with them, obviously. It's just literally because Bannerlord is very harsh on modding, basically. It's very difficult to get the modding working. Can I actually catch them? Can I actually catch them? I mean, I'm moving at 4.4. Yes, we actually caught up. Can you believe it? Can you believe we actually caught up? I cannot. But there you go. All right. We can finally do a proper battle. Unfortunately, this is a looter battle, which obviously is not exactly what I would like. But we've got a great set of armor on now, as you might expect. Look at my armor down in the bottom right. Everything's looking pretty good with the exception of the helmet. The helmet is not looking that good. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be basically charging every single person in, and I'm going to try to use my mace here This is a horseman's mace, so I'm kind of hoping that it's going to be somewhat good at dealing damage in general. Oh! Oh. Okay. Sold. I am 100% sold on blunt weapons because, let's face it, I have always had situations in RBM where we just literally just, well, we just don't do any damage, you know? We just don't do any damage with our slashing weapons. And so this is a completely different experience. Absolutely amazing. Really, really nice. And indeed, well, we are going to absolutely murder every single one of these people. And I'm just going to let them finish them off. Is this guy actually going to get away? Apparently he's going to get away. Oh well, never mind. Okay, that's fine. I don't really mind because, let's face it, there's just two, you know, just a handful of them getting away there. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of loot there, but the main reason why I wanted to do that was to try and level up our forces so that we may be able to take on maybe a bandit hideout or something like that. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go because I don't have any ranged weapons, but now that I have this mace, I think we're actually going to be doing a lot better. Because with a mace, we're going to be able to go with those wonderful head-crushing, skull-crushing strikes that will actually allow us to win the day. And we're not going to have too many, well, hopefully not too many issues with it. But yeah, as you can see, no one actually leveled up because we are just fighting looters. And that's the reason why we need to focus on trying to get some horses. So I'm going to go down here to this village, not village, this town. And we're going to try and buy some horses if I can. I really do need to start moving around much quicker. I mean, you can see here, we don't have a herd deficit or anything like that. Prisoners are starting to overwhelm us a little as well, which is kind of annoying. But the main issue here is the fact that we just do not have enough horses, and so I'm going to try and see whether we can do that, because obviously in the base game, if you come over here, you're going to be able to maybe find some cheap horses. Unfortunately, these are quite expensive. Yeah, these are quite expensive. I cannot really purchase any of these without really, I don't know. I mean, that's the funny thing. It is actually giving me some benefits, so maybe I should just do it. Yeah. Maybe I should just do it and, well, you know, damn the consequences, so to speak, you know, just go for it, you know. And actually, you know what? Maybe there's some good stuff here that we can maybe buy and then trade. I did install, someone actually told me that there is a mod by the name of BK Trade Fix, which is obviously for BannerKings Trade Fix. And that basically fixes the lack of trade skill from trading things, and I did install it, but unfortunately, as you could no doubt tell from the very beginning of this episode, I was unable, for no reason apparent to me at the moment, I was unable to gain any skill in trade. So I can only assume that maybe the mod is not working as intended, maybe I installed it incorrectly, or maybe, just maybe, you need to start a new game. I hope I don't have to start a new game. That's all I can say, because I'm just going to make do without the trade skill then, and that's just how it's going to have to be. But yeah. Anyway, we're actually up against a lord here or a companion. Yeah, that's a lord. Oh dear. Yeah, no way. No way. I'm sorry. There is no way I will be able to beat two enemies. That is done. Nope. No way, no how. Not. It may be, okay, maybe in the base game. Maybe in the base game I might have been able to do something. But in this case, not in a million years. I'm sorry to say. As much as I would like to say yes, I would, you know, I would be able to do that. No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, so we can obviously research here, and that's going to give me some scholarship skill, and I think it might actually be a cool idea for me to do that, because I could get to 50, and I'm not entirely sure, what does it give me if I go to 50 scholarship? Let's have a look. This actually increases the language learning rate, which could be kind of useful, actually, considering, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that right now. I mean, I am moving at 4.6 now, which is pretty cool, because we were moving at 4.4 beforehand. So that means that we have dramatically increased our speed. And so, considering I actually want to try out the trade fix, I'm actually going to go over to Kuyaz right now, and we're going to see if we can maybe purchase maybe some high quality oil or whatever, and then we're going to see maybe if it's working. And if it is working, then we are going to be in the money, because we're going to be getting so much trade skill. It is not even going to be, it's just going to be such an amazing thing. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. And let's take a look. Okay, here we go. Give me something good. Give me something good. I'm just going to buy some. Wow, you can. Okay, wait a minute. You can literally buy fish and then sell it at the town that we were previously at for 44. If you can believe it. You can sell grapes for 60. You can sell olives for 88. Are you serious? That is so crazy. Okay, wait a minute. I think we're probably going to have to make... This is going to be a problem. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay, we are going to go and we're going to just take olives, I guess. Olives seem like the highest profit margin, I think. Yes, the highest profit margin. Thank you very much. I will be taking as many of them as I can handle. Unfortunately, I do not have enough space. I could indeed purchase some pack camels, which are going to, obviously improve the amount that I can carry. And yeah, cargo within capacity. Yeah, that's obviously going to be reducing my speed as well. But let's actually see how much we're going to get. I just spent, what was it, 1,600 or something like that? Wait a minute, yeah, 1,500. And obviously I did purchase a couple of camels at the same time. So the raw trade is not actually going to be 1,500. I think I spent probably 400 or something, maybe 500 or something like that. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we'll see. Because we purchased how many? 85. 85 olives. And so purchasing 85 olives, that's actually a lot more gold than I anticipated. That's 850, so, that's quite a lot. Is it? Yeah. Okay, so, oh no, I actually purchased 90, so 900. Yeah, it was 900 gold. Okay, so we can actually sell this, as you can see, for an insane amount. It is going to, unfortunately, depreciate really, really quickly. So we're still going to sell it. We're still going to sell it because it is still going to get me a pretty decent profit. And I'm just going to sell it all, actually. I'm just going to sell it all, and there you go. And look at it. There you go. It's actually working. Is that working? I don't even know. Because olives, I think, are a base game trade good. So maybe it's not even working. But we did get trade to 49, which is amazing, if you think about it. Because we just sold all that stuff for how much? 3,000. And we bought all of that for 900. So that is a pretty crazy profit margin. And I would like to be able, if I can, to try and trade a little bit outside the desert area soon enough, because, well, I don't know about you, but I'd like to see a little bit of different scenery every now and again. I think there is actually a tournament going on here at Kuyaz as well, and I would like to do tournaments, even though I am not very good at them, but I wouldn't mind trying it out. Special weapon order. Yeah, I'm just going to actually check real quick. Because here's the thing. If I buy quality oil here, I can literally just... You know what? I'm just going to buy quality oil just because it is available. And it's really cheap. And if I can find someone to buy it for more than 250 per one, then that's a win, right? That's a win. So anyway, we're just going to go in here. Ooh. Okay, we need to win this. We need to win this tournament pretty badly. This is a war mount. It is fantastic. It will probably not sell for a huge amount of cash, but it's a good horse nevertheless. And I wouldn't mind winning if I can. We're actually up against this guy. Yeah, he's going to be super hard, isn't he? And they've given me a bow? Why? Why'd you give me a bow, sir? This is so bad. Okay, I have 0 skill in bows, so I'm literally just going to be trying to help my guy here. There we go. Nice hit. Come on now. Do some damage. Do some damage. Nice. There we go. Okay. Now, thankfully, because this is indeed RBM, archers don't seem to be able to do too much to me right now. As you can see, he actually did 4 damage to me when he shot me in the arm. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, this is hilarious. Do you see exactly what's going on here? This is so funny. Okay, yeah, he... he was like a piñata. He was like a piñata. We just absolutely wailed on him for the entirety of that round. That was really hilarious. Okay, wait a minute. Do I have anything else apart from a sword? No, I do not. Okay, unfortunate that I didn't do that much damage to that guy. That would have been amazing, amazing damage, but unfortunately not in this case. Okay, let's be very careful here. I cannot get shot by these thrown weapons. Okay, this is going to be harsh. Oh, are you joking? Oh wow, I said it was going to be harsh, and there it is. Yeah, 280 damage to the head. That's crazy. Okay, well, my guy is most likely going to die, right? There's no way he... Yeah, no, there's no way. No, there's no way. I don't know why we always get up against these nobles as well, because yeah, sure, okay, fine. I can understand where we're going to get, you know, maybe to fight them in the final round or something like that, but in the early rounds, really? In the early rounds? It just sucks. Oh well. Never mind. Not that big a deal. Unfortunate that I had to spend a little bit of cash there, but you got to spend cash to make cash, potentially. And, well, in this case, the potential was rather low. I absolutely love doing tournaments because it is actually really fun to fight in that kind of scenario. But the main problem with it is just how difficult these nobles actually are. They're super good. They are really, really good at what they do, and that is, of course, to be expected. You know, it is to be expected. They're very experienced combatants, and they're the ones that are going to have exceptional skills when it comes to, well, pretty much anything combat related. And look at that, my scholarship is increasing. I actually wonder how much we have learned in terms of our language. We're going to have to take a look at that in just a moment. Wait a minute. Unkid actually has a quest. Do I want to do a quest for him? Maybe I do. He's probably going to ask something really... no. I work only with lords of the realm and loyal mercenaries. Interesting. Okay, that must be an RBM thing or a BannerKings thing, I assume? Yeah, it must be a BannerKings thing, of course. But yeah, that's very interesting, actually. All right, so yeah, let's just go in here. Maybe they're going to buy my oil. Yeah, they can buy my oil for a really good price. There you go, 4,000. And look at that, we're getting trade skill. Yes, so BK trade fix is actually working. Fantastic. And if you want to see my new load order, you know, you can see it down in the comments. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that. I'm just trying to make a mental note right now to actually do that. But yeah, so check the comments if you... Check the comments, check the description, not the comments. I'm an imbecile. Okay, well, whatever the case, Dashi heavy leather vest. There's 2 lords here. Not a big fan, but if I can win this, it's going to be good. Okay, I'm actually on the side of someone, on the side of a noble. I see. There is actually a companion in here as well. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy to have a spear. I think the spears are pretty fun to use in these situations, but the one-handed weapons can just go away. You know, they are just awful, you know. They do very little damage unless you hit an extremely specific portion of the enemy, and that is not really what I'm looking for. Oh no, come on now, get him. Okay, come on now. No. Wait a minute. We've got this. Okay, apparently we don't. Apparently we don't got this. Okay, wait a minute. All we have to do is... Yep, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Oh, nice. Look at that. As soon as I'm given a spear, everything just works out. But if I'm given something else, it's just no. it's just an automatic fail. Nice damage. Even though it wasn't a kill, it's still nice damage. Nice, nice. Okay, come on now. Okay, we're winning. I mean, the fact is, Dwayne is actually on our side. And he's going to be the one that is going to be inflicting the most damage. Well, apart from me, maybe. Nice damage. Unfortunately, he managed to kill our archer there. I think, actually, you know what? I think archers have a fundamental disadvantage against cavalry. I know, that's a bit of a, you know, duh moment, but it is seemingly quite a big disparity. I think that must be an RBM thing. That must be a change from RBM, because it seems like the speed bonus really makes a huge difference. Because usually, you know, in the base game, you can do some damage, even if you don't have a massive speed bonus. But it feels like the speed bonus makes a huge difference in this case. So that's something that we're going to have to be very aware of. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I was really hopeful that I'd be able to do something there. But no such luck. Can we maybe kill this guy? No. He is being annoying. He's actually going to kill my friend, I think. Yep, he did. And now it's just me and this guy. Actually, me and these guys together. That's not very good. Oh, dear. Ah, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, maybe you are. If you're not, then I think actually a really good and rather fiendish strategy here would be to eliminate the enemy's horse and then force him to run to the other horse on the field. That is going to be my strategy here. And he seems to be very unlikely to defend, apparently. For some unknown reason. I don't know why he's unlikely to defend against me right now. But I guess this is good. He's dead. Look at that. Wow. Very surprising. Okay, so basically, if you're also playing this, or you're also using RBM in some way, and you want to do a tournament, and you're up against a guy who has basically the same loadout that you do, you know, you're both on horses or whatever, and maybe there are a couple of other horses on the field that have no riders, then yeah, you probably want to do that. You probably want to take him off his mount. And then just absolutely murder him with the ability to bait him into running to his horse. Because obviously he wants to run to a horse because he feels like that is the way to go. However, I feel like that is not the way to go. Not in this case, because the AI is just like, yes, I must prioritize running to this horse. And yeah, sure, most of the time, yeah, that would definitely make sense. But I personally think that the AI is much better Maybe in the base game it is. Maybe in RBM they prioritize different things. But from my perspective, I feel like it is a lot better to have an infantry with a spear off their mount. But that is in native, of course. That's with native AI, not with RBM. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have this guy's, you know, I had this guy's number, no problem at all. And there you go. That is indeed a victory. Unfortunate for me that we're getting this. I mean, this is an okay piece of gear, don't get me wrong. It's actually fine, but I would have much preferred the horse. Yes, I would have much preferred the horse. It would have really made a huge difference to us. Because basically, I'm not sure actually if it would have provided us with a significant amount of cash. Because let's face it, we actually have a lot of money right now. Just kind of sitting around, you know. I mean, we've got 10,000. I mean, that's not really a lot of money if you think about it in the grand scheme of things. Because let's face it, if you really want to make huge amounts of money, you're going to need to, well, you're going to need to know trade routes in BannerKings, you know, because obviously they add a whole bunch of new trade goods and everything. And if you know about the quality oil, for example, you know, quality oil from Kuyas to Sanala to Kasira to Habyar or to any of those places, then you're going to have a whale of a time. However, there's only a certain amount of times you can really do that. So that's also a thing. Anyway, what we're going to do is I am going to do Caravan Master, 30% more carry capacity and item prices are marked relative to the average price. That sounds pretty good to me. And thankfully we are getting another 2 focus points, which is amazing. So what are we going to do? Well, I think I'm probably going to go for more scouting skill. I guess I'm going to be the scout, which is a bit weird. But I guess that makes sense considering I'm the, you know, I'm the trader guy, I guess. I guess that kind of makes sense. And we should also try to increase, maybe try to increase our athletics a little bit as well. And you can see here that my athletics is actually leveling up quite fast. And my one-handed skill is okay, my thrown weapon is okay, polearm's okay. Yeah, I think scouting skill is probably going to be the play here. I don't see anything else that I really desperately need to go for. Theology and lordship. Lordship at the moment is basically not even worth it for me, in my opinion. Steward's skill is also not worth it. And yeah, I guess scouting. Yep, there we go. Let me actually just go to here. Oh, no, look. We're actually learning. There you go. Look at that. 5%. 5% fluency. It hasn't even been that long, all things considered. So I'm actually really pleased about that. One thing I am actually very much intrigued about as well is how much money has our caravan made? Because Zuera is over there, and we have no idea how much she's made. It's a little bit of a problematic situation because I have no clue, you know. I have literally no clue. Anyway, let's just see here. 3 renown, 30% more likely to have children. I don't really care about the children so much. I think 3 renown when a tournament is won is probably going to be the way to go, I think. Because mostly, if we're going to be doing tournaments early game for a variety of reasons, then I think that's going to be a good idea. Let's just sell some of the oil here for 1,500. I should probably also, and now this is the cool thing about trade skill and the reason why I'd highly recommend actually any single time you play a game of Bannerlord, it doesn't even matter whether you're going to be a trader character or anything like that, but just level your trade skill to 50 because there are always these moments, these moments like this where you come into the marketplace and you're thinking, oh, is there actually anything that I can buy here for a cheap price? And lo and behold, this is exactly what you have here, because the green numbers indicate low, right? You basically will buy low, sell high. Unfortunately for me, these are not very low, you know. These, for example, the fish here is a green number, but that is only in relation to another town in the area. Whereas if you take a look at the price of fish at Kuyas, for example, it is literally selling for 5 instead of 18. So, you know, take the information that it provides you with a grain of salt, because it is not sort of the be-all, end-all of what you're going to be, you know, what you're going to be getting here. But yeah, anyway, what I actually want to do is I want to purchase a helmet. I want to purchase a really, really good helmet. because that's the thing that's currently letting me down in tournaments, if you hadn't already seen, because we basically just got one shot for 280 damage, and no one can survive 280 damage. So, let me see here. I don't really want to spend this much money, but look at how crazy these helmets are, and they're not even that expensive. They're only 10,000. You know what? I am going to buy something like this, but I'm not going to be doing that right now. We're going to go over to Hubyard. I actually just want to try to get as many trade rumors as possible, because trade rumors right now are going to be extremely important for us too, and I wouldn't mind getting some horses if I can. See, as you see here, these are not good prices for these horses. That's the reason why having relative prices enabled and on and displayed is so incredibly useful. Same thing with the pack camels and the mules and things like that, because obviously you can basically see now that these mules are super cheap. I actually purchased pack camels for an insane amount of cash in comparison to what they are here, from what I remember, because I actually purchased them at Kuyaz, and I think I spent, was it 150 per one? Was I actually spending 150 per one? If I was spending 150 per one, then I have no idea what was going on in my head right there. But yeah, I guess it doesn't matter so much now, but still. Anyway, increase language learning rate. There you go. And our language limit has, well, is now increased by 1. And aha. Okay, that's actually really cool. We need to actually get married. We need to find a spouse. That's going to be extremely difficult, actually, because obviously taking into account the whole BannerKings system, you're going to have to make sure that the spouse that you want to marry has a good relation with you. Because in the base game, you don't need to worry about that so much. You know, I've had situations where the potential spouse has -5, -10, sometimes even maybe -15. It's kind of a little bit of a, you know, unknown quantity there to a certain degree. But, you know, the point is, yeah, it's going to be a little bit harsh sometimes. But yeah, anyway, there you go. 3,800 we're going to be getting from this. And I can buy some beer here if we want to. We can buy some salt as well. Ah, look at that. We can buy some clay and sell that at Kuyaz for not so much. Yeah, it's okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, I will just buy the beer. And we can sell that at Kuyaz for a decent price. I will buy the clay as well and sell that at Kuyaz too, because we're just going to go back to Kuyaz. I mean, why not? You know, and then I'm going to probably move into a certain other location. As you can see, my trade skill is leveling up super nicely too, which I am very pleased about. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and stop over in Razich for a real quick second, because what I want to do is I want to take a boat back to Kuyaz. I don't want to run there, because if we take a boat, it's going to just take me in a straight line, and I'm also going to get the trade rumors in the marketplace here, because the trade rumors are going to allow me to see exactly what's happening here. I can buy some more beer, as you can see, which is also going to be nice. I can buy some crude salt, which is going to be extremely nice to sell at Kuyaz. Look at that, it sells for 185 there. I can buy some crude marble, which is going to sell at Kuyaz for 310. That is insane. Whoa, the fine pottery is actually going to be selling for an insane amount too. So this is all great. The wine is not really that good, so I probably won't be doing that. But yes, I'm spending 3,000 here, but you just wait and see. You just wait and see. It's probably going to be really good. Probably is kind of the operative word there. It's kind of the operative word. Let's take a look. So 3,400 is what we just spent. And we're going to go over to Kuyaz. It's going to take me 5 days. Do I have enough food to survive 5 days? Yeah, I do. Okay. That would have been hilarious. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you there in 5 days, I guess. Alright, so we have now arrived in Kuyaz, and we're going to be seeing exactly how much cash we've made, because obviously here's the really kind of big stipulation. Prices change, and that might have happened. That might have happened here. So let's see exactly what happened. Okay, yeah, so clay has gone down in price, as you can see. We purchased this for about 15, as far as I remember. And unfortunately for me, it is now 50. It was 80. So we're just going to sell all of it because I don't see the point in keeping it for the moment. And I'm also going to be selling the crude salt. As you can see, this is also pretty good because I actually purchased it for, I think, 15. So we're going to sell that. We're gaining 5,500. I can sell the marble for a decent amount. It's going to get me 10,000. And then we can also sell the fine pottery, and then we can also sell the beer too. So we literally made a grand total of 18,000 gold. 18,000, if you can believe it. That is pretty crazy. And this is Kuyaz as well, by the way. And as you can quite clearly tell, I don't know whether you've seen this, but look at where's all the fish gone? Where's all the fish gone? It's all disappeared, so I'm going to assume that they've traded it away somewhere. That must have happened. Anyway, how much trade skill do you think I'm going to get now? 15! 15 trade skill points. Oh, I am so pleased that someone told me about that. Thank you so much for telling me about that trade fix, because I was agonizing every single time I would be, getting, 5, 10K from trades and then being like, oh no, I don't get any trade skill for that. Yes. And I'm just being so sad about it. But thank you so much. That is saving me so hard right now. Wow, that is great. Now what we can also do is we can potentially, I'm going to take a look at the prices for workshops, okay? I'm going to take a look at the prices for workshops because that might also provide us with a somewhat decent increase. Okay, so double the relationship gain by resolving issues with artisans, or double the relationship gain by resolving issues with merchants. You can also have a lower price penalty when selling animals, or a lower price penalty while buying from villages. Now, from my perspective, I don't actually care about the price penalty while buying from villages. I think it's much more likely that you're going to be selling animals, especially horses, in a certain extent. So I'm probably going to be going for the animals one, even though I have no idea what the relation gain with the merchants or the artisans is really going to do. But we can indeed respec these if we need to. Now, someone has told me, I'm just going to confirm those changes. Someone has told me that there is a way to acquire books here in the personal tab. But now the thing is, acquire a book from local bookseller. Books can be read for skill improvements and progression in scholarship, not in a settlement or there is no bookseller available. So in other words, do I not need to spend 1 million gold? Because if I don't need to spend 1 million gold, then this is going to be fantastic. This is going to be a crazy cool thing. And I would be very pleased with that. And now we can actually buy some olives here. I'm going to buy a lot of olives, actually. I'm going to buy a huge amount of olives. I'm going to buy so many olives, they're not even going to know what to do with them. I actually really like olives in real life as well. Do you like olives? If you do, then you know the feeling of buying 215 olives for 2,300 gold. I mean, really, that's crazy. I don't get to eat them as much as I would like. But yes, anyway, wow, the oil has kind of gone up in price a little bit here, but that's fine. We're not really going to be doing anything with it for the moment. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take a look here. So this is a barding smithy, Fletcher workshop, wool weavery. I have no idea what's actually good here. This is the problem. There's olives in and around this area. I actually wonder, what do olives create? That's the question. Let me just speak to him and see how much he actually... 76,000. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I kind of imagined that would be the case, I kind of thought to myself, yeah, they're probably going to be asking me for an insane price, aren't they? Yes, and they certainly are. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I am probably going to you know what? I don't really want to buy and spend so much cash on pack animals, even though that would be the play here, because we need to increase the amount that we get from it, the amount of inventory capacity that we currently have. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to actually make our way over to Crusader. It's going to take me 4 days, which is really quite annoying, but I think this is really important, because we're going to need to sell our olives. We spent 2,300 as far as I'm aware, and this is going to be super good. If we can just continue doing this is basically, from what I can see, And from what my experience in the past has kind of, you know, told me, I feel like this is maybe the most efficient way of getting cash, because it provides basically very little danger. Obviously, let's face it, there are probably better ways of getting cash, maybe, you know, getting a large army, because you could probably get a large army quite easily in this, in BannerKings, because you do have the increased army capacity initially. You know, you have 40 or something like that initially, I guess dependent on your character creation choices, and then you, well, I guess you just hope that you can run around relatively quickly and fight whoever you can fight and level your forces up, and then you can potentially go after the minor factions in the game. And if you go after the minor factions in the game and you know, try to fight harder and harder bandits and things like that, you could potentially make a relatively similar profit to what I'm making right here. But I personally think that this is better, because you don't have to, well, you don't have to really struggle to pull off any of those things. And you can basically just go wherever you want, and you can, well, just have fun trading. And I think it's really, really satisfying, actually. I feel like this is really satisfying. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just going to be selling absolutely everything. Whoa, literally, look at the price. It's not even going down. It's not even going down. It's 85 still. It is literally 85 still. They don't even have enough money. Oh, are you joking? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to buy a helmet. I'm just going to buy a helmet now. Okay, you better give me a good helmet. Oh, these guys have absolutely terrible helmets. What's going on here? Of course they have a terrible helmet now, don't they? Oh, you absolute imbeciles. Okay, well, I'm going to buy a chess piece then. Should I buy a chess piece? A really, really good one? I can't even buy a chess piece, can I? This is way too expensive. Okay, I guess I'll buy this one. I guess I could buy this one. I mean, this one is so much better, but it's so much more expensive. Oh, you know what? I am in such a quandary right now, because I don't want to spend, you know, so much cash. I guess I could buy this one for 6,000, but then I still have to spend money on something. I guess I could buy some horse armor, because as you can tell, my current horse has pretty terrible stuff. So it wouldn't be terribly bad, and it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to assume that it may be a good idea for us to do something like this. And I'm only losing 1,000 now. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. And we could potentially buy some additional horses. I'm going to buy one horse, and we're going to gain 4,000 from that. 15 trade skill points. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, this is no offense to those of you that really like doing the minor faction grind. I completely respect that, because for me personally, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that, mostly because I don't think I'm that good at it. I don't think I'm that good at dealing with the minor factions early game. It's just not my deal. I much prefer doing the whole trade thing. But this is so good. This is so good. It's actually crazy how good this actually is. And you know what we could do? I'm actually wondering right now, can we actually buy something here and then sell it at Kuyas for even more? We might be able to. Crude flax? Nah, this is all absolutely awful. Yeah, this is all pretty bad. Okay, yeah, so we're not going to be doing anything here, but you know what I am going to be doing? I'm going to have to end this episode off here. I'd like to play more, but unfortunately, that is not going to be the case this time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to return to Kuyas. We're going to buy some more olives, and we're going to then sell them to, you guessed it, Razich, because if you recall, it had basically the same exact price as Crusader, and if we can make another, you know, 18,000, 20,000 just from olives, I might even be able to get a good helmet, and then we're going to be so good. We're going to be having such good equipment. I'm very excited to see that. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.